and welcome to a truly, truly extraordinary scene here in the Masai Mara. And you'll notice that I'm speaking very softly, and I'll explain exactly why that is in a moment. A quick introduction. My name is Jamie, and this morning Craig is bringing you these incredible images. And I just want to warn you that this might not be for sensitive viewers, because I don't know exactly how this scenario is going to play out. What we've got is a brand new baby elephant, and you're watching it live from the Masai Mara in Kenya. That's why there are so many vehicles around, because there are tourists here that have come to see it, and this is a once in a lifetime opportunity for almost everybody. There's the proud mum. She's just given birth a matter of hours ago, and there's the little one on the ground at her feet. Now, what I can tell you is that this is all happening completely 100% live, so you could be watching a baby elephant take its first few steps in life. Come on, little one, there's Mum's trunk, encouraging it to get up. It is dry, which means that it has been born a few hours ago. It's lying right in the hot, baking sun, and it's got to get up soon. It's got to get up and have its first feed, or it's not going to survive. Come on, little one, you can do it. I know life's hard, and I know this is a shock to the world. What a way to start off life. Well done, Mum. Very, very well done. Dale, you say that this is exciting, but also sad. Dale, I know, I'm really hoping this baby elephant's going to get up. It could be just resting. It could be exhausted. Mum's certainly exhausted. She's just gone through the process of giving birth. The end product of 22 months. 22 months of her life that she has carried that little baby. And now it's time for it to get up. Come on, little one. Now it's all up to you. Your mom's done the hard work. Nikki, yes, there is a chance that mother will start to push it to get it to move. She might shift it around. She might even kick it a few times. I've only ever seen this once before in my entire life. And when it did happen, the mother did kick the baby quite a few times. Oh, look at its little limbs. Come on, baby, come on. You can do it. You can do it. You've got to try. Up you get. Poor little exhausted thing. Monica, lovely question, because of course elephants are known for their incredible social ways, their unbelievably supportive family structure. But no, she's on her own. I don't know where the rest of the herd are. They might have left her. They might be in the forest somewhere close waiting for her call. They know elephant communication is an extraordinary thing, and the elephants know exactly what's going on in times like this. And often, if the baby is in danger, especially with inexperienced mothers, the matriarchs will step forward and they will help. Now, in this scenario, this is not a young elephant. This is not her first baby. You can tell just by her size, she's a big girl. So this is not her first little one. But you can see the secretions from her temporal glands. She's been stressed. This has been a stressful experience for her. Now, do send through your questions as well. We really do want to hear from you. And there we go. Thank you to Ellen. Ellen, you want to know that baby seems, or you say that baby seems very small. Is that normal size? Ellen, yes, it is a normal-sized baby from what I can see. It's hard to tell because it's lying on the ground and it just looks so small and vulnerable. But from what I can tell, yes, it is a normal-sized baby. But it is struggling. It is weak. It has to get up. Come on, come on, come on. That's it. That's it. Oh, come on, Mum. Give it a bit of help. You can actually see she's thrown dirt and dust over herself and over the little one. And that's her instinct to try and keep herself cool. That's what she's doing over there. Oh, come on. You can do it. You can do it. Well done, Mum. It's up to your little one now. Let's have a closer look at the baby. Nadine, you want to know why Mother's not helping her? The answer to that is I think she's just exhausted. Or perhaps it might just be that she knows something that we do not. And that is the fact that perhaps it's the baby's just having a rest, and perhaps she knows to let it rest. I'm not sure. I really hope that's the case. Come on, Mum. It might be that she's exhausted. She might be in pain. She's just given birth to a 100-kilogram baby. Mike, you want to know where the father is? Mike, I don't know where the father is. I don't know who the father is, and most likely neither does she. The male elephants don't play any kind of fatherly role beyond the mating with the female. That is the only part that they play in order to produce the baby. They do not father, they do not stay around the herd, they're not part of the herd. They come and they go as they will. Males live completely separately from the breeding herds. So this baby will never know its father. Come on, little one. Please get up. Please, please. Amber, a very good morning to you. Welcome to a live broadcast from the Masai Mara. I don't know where the rest of the elephants' family are. I haven't seen any elephants around here. I suspect they might be further up in the forest. Oh, that blade of grass right in his little eye. Oh, come on, little one. Oh, goodness. That cannot be comfortable at all. And I think that goes to show how weak this little baby is. I have to tell you that elephants are one of my favorite. There you go, that's it. Push away from the grass. Okay, now come on. You can get up. It's just so exhausted, and what a world to be thrown into. Joseph, you want to know if this kind of struggle is unusual. It's actually quite common for the elephants to struggle in their first few steps. The last baby that I saw being born was still in its amniotic sac when I noticed it, but it was up within about 20 minutes or so of its first entry into the world. So it does worry me a little bit that this little one is dry. But remember, we don't know exactly what's gone on before this. Perhaps it has been up. Perhaps it did stand up, and perhaps it did. There she's going towards it. Come on, baby. Come on, look, there's Mommy going towards it. She's going to try and get it up. Shh, 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 shh. Come on, baby. Sorry, guys, I just had to speak to some of the people next to us to tell them to be quiet. Sherry, you want to know what the time... Come on, baby, come on, you can do it. What timeline the baby has to get up. I think it's different in every case. It could range anywhere from, as I said, 20 minutes to, I would say... Oh... Mom's doing a good job there. She's going to try and get you up, little one, to a couple of hours. And once we get past about the 3 or the 4 hour mark in sun like this, it becomes very dangerous for the little one. Mom will try and shade it as much as she can. Oh, come on, come on. You could do it. Look how she's helping it with her trunk. There we go. Oh, it is still wet. It's still got a bit of amniotic sac around it. Oh, so close. So close. Look at its little wrinkly forehead. There you go, you're upright now. That's it, yes, that's it. Yes, I know, what's that funny thing on the end of your face? Oopsie, Mom. That didn't help. Now, James, you want to know if I can hear any rumbles of communication between the mother and the calf? I can't, actually. I heard the baby squeal. Obviously, as Mom pushed it, it got a little bit uncomfortable and it gave a little sort of crying squeal in response. I've never actually, in these situations, I've never ever seen the mother talking to the baby. It could be that she's communicating to it in a frequency that we can't hear, because elephants are capable of creating those low frequency sounds. I don't think so, though. I think the instinct is to stay as quiet as possible. Tina, you want to know if we are in a national reserve or just in the wild? We are in the wild, which also happens to be a national reserve. So essentially, all wild areas within Kenya, all wild areas are part of reserves or conservancies. And it's an amazing system whereby the sort of the local people coexist with animals in relative peace, actually. But because it is a national reserve, there are lots of vehicles moving around, which I'm sure that you can hear, which is why I turned around to tell some. I understand, of course, how exciting it is to see something like this, but I did have to tell them to just be quiet and not let their emotions get the best of them. But this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience for so many people. But she has given birth right on a bridge. So it's a very, very tricky area. Come on, Mum. Now, Margaret, you say, why doesn't she shade it? I think she's starting to feel a bit distressed, Margaret. I think she's really starting to worry. I think that's why she isn't shading the little one. She will, though. I have seen mother elephants shade babies in the past. Oh, look, little leggies. Come on, little leggies, work, little leggies. She's in a little bit of an uneven area, and I don't think that's helping her baby either. Oh, it's tiny, tiny feet. Olivia, you want to know what the rush is in terms of getting the baby up? It needs to have its first feed. It's essential, it's crucial in terms of the building up the energy supplies. There's also, remember, we're in the wild. There are lions here. There are, look. Yes. Oh, a little bit spread eagle, but you got the idea. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Come on, girl. I don't actually know if it's a male or a female. Sorry, the rush is also that there are predators. There are predators, and they could zone in on something as well. Oh, head plant. They could. No, don't stand on your baby, Mum. There, look, now Mum's really getting a bit frantic. She's trying to push it up despite baby's cries. Baby doesn't want to get up. She knows it has to. She has to get it on its feet. Her instinct is telling her she needs this little one to walk. And also in terms of newborn baby coordination and movement, those first few hours are crucial in terms of building up the ability to walk and the muscle strength that it's going to need. Obviously, it's a tiny, tiny baby. It's hot out here, and dehydration is a distinct possibility. Look, it's done it. It's standing. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's wobbly, but it's up, and it's a little girl. Well done, Mum. You did it. It didn't want to, but you did it. You see, she's digging. Part of a natural stress response, but also trying to create an even platform for the little one to stand on. Nikki, you say it's amazing how delicate these little creatures are. I know. And it's not so little, you know. Probably weighs just under 100 kilograms, under 200 pounds. But it is just that. It is just a brand new baby. Look at its little floppy ears. It is a little girl. Come on, little girl. You can do it. You can still see the amniotic sac pieces still attached to it. I think it's actually still... Oh, it's still got its umbilical cord. Oh, plonk. Oh, dear, that's okay. That's okay. Half of life is falling down. It's the getting up part that counts. You got to get up again. So that umbilical cord will sever naturally. So this baby really is brand new. Come on. Come on, little one. Come on. You can get up. You can do it. Oops, down again. Deb, the beauty of life never ceases to amaze. I can't tell you what my heart feels like right now. It feels like it's too big for my chest. It's one of the most magical things anyone can experience. As I said, this is the second time in my life I have seen this. I have seen... Oh, there she's talking. Now, she's talking to the baby, telling it to get up. Come on, baby. No time for resting now. You've been born. The easy part's over. Yeah, there you go. Come on. Yes, what is that funny thing on the end of your face? You're going to have to learn to use it soon. Yes, you are. Don't worry, Mummy will teach you. Look at it, so small compared to her feet. I'm sorry, I know I'm cooing, but this is really special. Oh, wobble, wobble. Here we go, a little bit of backwards, forwards motion, but we're up. We're up. I can't tell you, there are so few people who get to experience this, and I'm so thrilled that you're able to watch it with me now live. This is a journey. This is a story unfolding right here in front of us. You did it, Mum. Well done. Beth, it's actually quite extraordinary to watch because as you very astutely point out, the little one is really rather small and now it's got to reach up to suckle between Mum's front legs. What we could see happen is it might get the wrong end initially, but hopefully that instinct to suckle is going to kick in soon because it really needs that first drink to counteract dehydration. So the way that it reaches up is it stretches up and puts its trunk over the top of its head, and Mum will slightly spread her legs just to lower her nipples enough, but she won't bend down and she won't lie down. Oh, Angel. Don't worry. You have life a bit easier than most. You've got a massive Mum to protect you. Look how she's scraping the ground to create an even surface. I almost don't want the wind to blow, so it doesn't blow little one over. Oh my gosh. This is extraordinary. Okay, now you've got to turn around, and now you've got to suckle. That's your next big step. Or perhaps we'll focus on taking a step forward first. Animals really do astound me, even when I know exactly what it is they have to do. This baby, born, I would say maybe an hour ago, maybe a little bit more, but I don't think by much, has just stood up for the first time. And Mum, who's just given birth, is standing there protecting it. Now, Romit, we've got a long way to go before baby starts to feed on grass. It will take its sort of first exploring mouthfuls at a few weeks old, but it won't be feeding on grass then. It's just imitating the adult behavior. At 6 months old, it will start to supplement its milk diet with grass, and by 3 years old, it'll be fully weaned. So a long way to go before we get to that point. It'll also have to learn to eat bark and leaves and seeds. Its little tusks will start to grow. At around about 3 years old, you'll start seeing the permanent tusks poking through. Now, here's what she's got to do. She's got to get this little one to walk because she's alone and vulnerable. She's got to get this little one to suckle. She's got to get it to take its first steps. And then she's got to get herself and this little one to the safety of the rest of the herd. And some shade would be good as well because the sun is really starting to heat up. We're close to the equator and we're high in altitude, and it's strong. Ali, that's the extraordinary thing about elephants. I've said that I can't hear any rumbles up until recently when she rumbled once. You'll probably find that the rest of the herd, she can hear where they are, she knows where they've gone, and she could talk to them at any point if she wanted to, if she needed their support. A deep rumble, it will be her way of talking to the rest of the elephants that are in her family. And you'll probably find, given her size, I would say that she's probably one of the older females in the herd. So you'll find that the others will be her sisters and her daughters, and perhaps an aunt or a mother. This is too gorgeous. I can't take my eyes off it. I just want to go, I don't know. You want to go and give it a hug, which of course I'd never do because this is a wild animal and that's not respectful. But that human instinct is there. Carla? No, unfortunately not. The other elephants would try to look after it. So Carla's question is, if the mother died, if something happened to her, would the other elephants look after the baby? And the answer is no, they won't. They will protect it if they happen to see predators attacking it, but they won't suckle it. And unfortunately, that baby would not be able to survive without mum's milk. So they only suckle their own babies. The extraordinary thing is, if she has a daughter, here's the lovely, lovely thing about elephants. If this female has a daughter who is a bit older than this baby, obviously, if she has a daughter of around about 4 or 5 years old, that daughter will also take responsibility for helping mum, and it will play with and practice her babysitting skills in preparation for the day when she has a baby of her own. And not just an older sister, an older cousin as well. All of the sort of the prepubescent, if you could call them that, females of an elephant herd will actually help with the baby rearing and protecting them and cuddling them and looking after them. And it's all listen. Now she's talking. Deep, deep rumbles. Here we go. Talking. Rumbling. What is she saying, I wonder? Is she telling the rest of the herd her baby stood up? Is she talking to the baby, telling it to get up, to walk, giving it words of encouragement? I don't know. I don't know what she's saying. Mr. P, I don't know why Mum hasn't taken the sack off of it. I mean, obviously it's still got the remnants of it around. She probably did break it originally. If it wasn't broken by the fall, because elephants don't lie down to give birth. So this baby's entrance to the world was a good meter drop onto the ground. I don't know why. I don't think she's too bothered by it. She was far more concerned about getting it up. She probably did help to break it originally and to move it away from the elephant's face and from its trunk. But now I think she's not too bothered. She knows it'll happen naturally. Still attached to the placenta. So that umbilical cord will break off, and the remnants that are still attached to the little ones will dry off. It'll dry up and form basically a little dried stick that then drops off as the baby gets older. Yes, Charlotte, that is absolutely one of the reasons that the mother's doing this. So she does throw sand to cover the scent of the birth. So all of that, there'll be a huge amount of water, of blood. Obviously the placenta is there as well. So yes, that's one of the reasons. One is to even out the ground for baby, but most importantly it's to cover the smell. There are lots of hyenas out here, but she's not that she had any choice in the matter, but as it happens, it's the best possible time for her to have given birth. Middle of the day, hyenas are sleeping in the shade. Lions are sleeping in the shade. Uh-oh, speed wobble. Take it easy, little one. Take it easy. Baby steps, quite literally. She has been so trusting with us, letting us share this moment with her. At no point has the mother shown any signs of discomfort with the vehicles around her, which is quite extraordinary. Look at your little face. Akash, yes, I suspect that the mom does know the gender of the baby. I don't know for certain, but I'm sure that she's reached down, she's smelt it, she's already imprinted the smell of her little one on her brain, and I suspect that, yes, absolutely, she would know that it is a female, because I think that it would be quite easy to identify. I don't necessarily know that it would change her behavior in any way. You know, it's just something that registers. Does she know that because it's a female, it's going to spend the rest of its life with her? Or at least the rest of her life? Does she know that? I don't know. I don't think we fully know exactly what elephants understand about their world. We know they're intelligent, but we don't know nearly all there is to know. There we go, some more sand. She's throwing it on her now. She's hot. She's hot. She's just given birth. She's standing in the sun. She's worrying about her little one. She's just too warm. Evie, I don't know. Yes, I suspect that the rest of the herd would come. I don't know where they are, so I'm not sure exactly what the distance is in terms of where they need to go. Or how far they'd need to travel, but yes, I suspect if a predator did come, I think the distress calls of the mother would bring the rest of the herd running, and I think that they would come and protect the baby with her. Oh, little fragile creature. Well done. Well done. The hardest part's behind you. Now you've got to turn around. Come on, turn around. Wobbly, wobbly. This is truly extraordinary. And we could end up sitting here for another hour or two, waiting for this little one to suckle. I'm not sure exactly what the time frame is going to be, but I'm really very, very thrilled that we got to share this experience with you. We've filmed all sorts of special moments in the Mara, whether it's lions or cheetahs or whatever else it happens to be. But I would say, hands down, this has been one of my favorite moments. Right, we're going to be saying goodbye to you for now. If anything changes, we will absolutely return back on our action broadcasts. But it's been an absolute pleasure sharing this with you. Oh dear, we've fallen over. One last look at a tiny baby elephant live from the Masai Mara, and then we'll catch up with you if anything changes.